how's it going there, guys? Cinestalker here for our video. In this video right here, just me talking about some movie reviews that came out this month by a couple of cool companies. Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow Video. A nice little fat stack of goodies I'll show right here. Oh yeah, some good stuff that's coming out this month by these two cool companies. So we're going to talk about it right now. Let's get down to it, huh? Let's do it. I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm just like that, yeah. Let's do it right now. First batch of movies I'm going to talk about by this company, Vinegar Syndrome, and this first one I'm going to do right here is called this one, Psychos in Love, directed by Gorman. Bet you'd also this movie, Cemetery High from Unicorn Home Video. This one should get a release pretty soon. Yeah, that'd be going to do Vinegar Syndrome right here. I don't know if it's already out now, but that'd be good. But also did that one too. Great cover art. But first I'm talking about Psychos in Love, really cool 80s flick. Never seen it before. It was my very first time checking it out. Low budget, fun horror comedy movie. Takes place as this guy who kind of like talks to the camera about his issues he has going on about finding a woman and things like that, and he doesn't find the right woman. If she's like has something wrong with her in the slightest degree, especially grapes. He hates effing grapes. No effing grapes. He hates grapes. Peel ones, cold ones, green ones, red ones, anything grapes. He hates grapes. If you like grapes, he'll kill you on the spot. I can't even snap like this. Kill you like that. But anyway, like, so he has a tough time finding a woman. And then one day this woman he meets who has the same issues. She's really trying to find a guy, but she has this sort of sick thing. If she kills a guy, if she doesn't like his things that she's into, especially grapes. They both hate grapes. So they meet each other, and then they fall in love and become a couple. But they still kill. And things like that. Is weird, strange comedy, but there's something else, and there's a twist in the movie where there's another killer on the loose, and he's kind of messing up their stuff too going on in the movie. But in this weird movie of them, like, it's a strange, fun movie. I was watching this with Deanna, and we both enjoyed it. It was a really like a low budget, quirky movie, but fun and just strange. But it was really cool. So I definitely enjoyed it. If you like, low budget movies. This first came out by Wizard Video back in the day. I'll show the alternate cover art, show what it looks like inside. It's really cool. But it's a fun movie. Good stuff here. Packed all kinds of extras in this thing. You get interviews with director Gorman Betchard, some of the cast, great Q&A at a theater screen made last year. Good stuff. Let me show you. Vinegar Syndrome is a great company. Put a lot of cult, interesting movies like from the 70s and 80s. So definitely, if you have not got anything from Vinegar Syndrome, of course, link will be down below. You can get their good stuff. They have a great stock of things. Lots of stuff every month they put out. Great company and amazing transfers they do on their Blu-rays and DVDs. But let me show you the inside of this thing real quick. Put up the contents inside, see what you get in here. And here is the alternate cover art of this, which you've probably seen the videotape of this thing back in the day, of the cool chainsaw cut off the guy and things like that. Originally by Wizard Video that put this out. And you got this great booklet in here, and there's the DVD of it too. Some pictures of the movie and some write-ups about it. Really fun movie just to watch. I don't want to get drunk to and things like that. Just a fun 80s horror comedy. Here's all the extras in detail. All kinds of goodies in this thing, and it looks amazing on Blu-ray. Good stuff right here. Definitely enjoyable watch. Is Psychos in Love. Also next up by Vinegar Syndrome is this Ed Wood classic, Orgy of the Dead. Ed Wood, B-movie master, Planet Knife Matter Space and a bunch of other things, and Vampira and his movies and things like that, like Plan 9. But this is a good one. I've never seen this one before. Great movie made in the late 60s. Pretty much about this couple. This horror novelist named John takes his girlfriend out named Shirley out. He needs some inspiration for a new horror movie he wants to write in a book. But he's kind of like doesn't really come up with any ideas. So he figured, I'm gonna go to the graveyard at night to get some inspiration. But when they go to this graveyard, there's some crazy rituals going on that they're watching, and then when they get captured, they get forced to watch these rituals unfold, and then something else might happen bad to them at the end of it. This is a weird, strange, fun movie. Good Ed Wood one, made in it's in color. Here's the back of it over here. Great fun movie. Good campy, quirky, horror stuff. Right, just a nice, fun, quirky, low budget, fun Ed Wood movie. Let me show you guys inside this thing right here. Looks at that cover. Love that cover. That'd be a killer T-shirt or poster on the wall. I would love to have something like that. But let me show you guys. Let me show you guys the inside of the content. So here's the slipcase. Took that off. Show you guys the inside of this bad boy. And you get the 2-disc DVD and Blu-ray. Here is the alternate the cover of it. I'm gonna pop that on, which is really cool too. Very retro. It's a fun movie. Like this low-budget, fun, B-movie stuff, Ed Wood style. Really cool. I've never seen this before, and it's really good. This is a fun one to watch, especially during Halloween time. This time of year, it's perfect. Here is some of the extras. You can see a little more detail. Great interviews and things like that of the movie itself. But it's a fun one right here, Orgy of the Dead. The last one I'm going to talk about Vinegar Syndrome is this one, Trip with the Teacher. Good early 70s, biker, sexploitation sort of a movie where this teacher takes her students on a summer school trip out by the Grand Canyon, but their school bus breaks apart, falls apart, it doesn't run anymore. So there's this trio of these bikers. They find them, and they're just psycho bikers, and they kidnap them, do crazy, messed up things to him at this abandoned farmhouse, and they gotta try to find their way to escape these crazy bikers, especially this guy named Psycho Biker Al. He's just a crazy guy, these weird glasses and stuff. He's like, he's like this weird laugh he has and stuff. It's sort of like that, and he's just a short-tempered guy. He's nuts, and if you tick him off, he will just beat you down. He's just a crazy guy. Fun movie. Never seen this one before. But I like about Vinegar Syndrome, they put out these weird movies, things like this, hidden gems that you would normally not find. Pretty much only in the VHS world you would find. But they put them out on Blu-ray and DVD. It's a great company. So definitely check them out. Here's the back of it right here. Good interviews. You get to talk to the main actress of the movie herself. Nice interview with her, current one, and some good stuff in this thing. So good commentary track on this. Great transfer. Here's the inside of it right over here. You get the Blu-ray and DVD of it. And here's the alternate cover of the poster art from the original one right over there. But it's a fun movie, because if you like, like sexploitation, sort of weird, biker type movies, you'll definitely enjoy this. This is a fun one to watch. I watched the whole, I had a really good time watching this one. Good, just a good fun movie. I guess I got links down below if you're interested in these Vinegar Syndrome titles and more. Definitely check out their website. Link down below in the description box. They're fantastic. They put out a lot of good hidden gem type movies of horror and 70s cult exploitation type flicks. Definitely check them out. Great company. First up from Arrow Video is this 80s classic Children of Corn, written by Stephen King. As a short story, and adapted later on to this film right over here. Great movie from the 80s. Really creepy movie about these kids, this small town in Gatlin, Iowa, or not Gatlin, Nebraska, and this corn farm town. But these kids are nuts. They pretty much kill their parents, and they're trying to worship this god of this preacher kid. It's kind of brainwashed them. They're all worshiping this type of evil figure, and they to kill adults and their parents and stuff like that. And it's just a crazy killing, these kid killer movie. That's a fun one right here, starring Linda Hamilton, from the Terminator, around this time, the 80s, of her, and she's off with her her boyfriend and stuff. They go on this road trip, and they discover this little town, and all this crap goes on with them in it, and trying to escape these killer kids, and then from them getting killed and stuff like that. In terms of the story of the movie, just a great creepy movie, fun one. I haven't seen this one in years, and I watched this. It looks amazing. The transfer of it on Blu-ray, really great job. I love this cover of it. Amazing cover. This has a nice feel to it too. It feels nice and smooth. You get a boatload of extras in this thing. Look at this. You got commentaries, a couple of commentaries, behind the scenes, old interviews with Linda Hamilton, things like that. If we're talking about the films of the 80s and stuff, this is a fun one right over here. Great one to watch around this time of year. It's perfect. Let me show you guys inside the contents real quick. So I took off the slipcase. Get this beautiful slipcase. Has a nice shine to it. And so you get a ton of extras in this thing. I was watching most of these, and it's just a fantastic, great job by everybody. They always do a classy job. I'm just going to show you the inside of what it looks like. You get a collectible poster of this. So here's the poster you get inside here with original commission artwork. Here's the inside of it right over here. In case you want to switch it over, you can definitely have the old school cover art of the movie. And here is the booklet inside. Nice little write-up of the movie itself. And it's definitely a classic, creepy movie. Is Children of the Corn. Just a fun one to watch. Great one to get and revisit and stuff like that. Definitely Really, really good. Definitely love this one right here. Next up here is this classic, Don't Torture a Duckling, directed by the famous and amazing masterpiece director Lucio Fulci. Of course, did Zombie, Psychic, and a bunch of other horror classics. Did this classic giallo from the early 70s, which I only seen parts of this movie before. This is my very first time when I was watching the whole thing all the way through. Was when I got this set right here. Looks amazing on Blu-ray, and I love, it's probably my second most favorite Fulci flick. And after I watched this next to Zombie, which I love Zombie, and I got a poster right here. Let me show you the poster real quick. I got a Zombie. We're talking Fulci. I'm just gonna show you guys my cool poster of Zombie. Check that out, right over there, of Zombie. Oh yes, good rare one right over there. I gotta hang this up on the wall and then put it in a frame. But yeah, that's why I show you guys that. My Zombie poster. Definitely, I keep this in a safe place, and I gotta hang this thing up, put it up there. I got it. It's way overdue. So this movie pretty much just takes place as a small town over in Italy, and it's like this little, village and stuff. But there's just this weird crimes going on where these boys, like little boys' bodies, become missing and found murdered, and the cops are there to find out what is going on, who is doing all this stuff. And they put blame on this like local crazy witch lady. They think it's her maybe. But it's like a giallo. We're not really sure who done it. This mystery, crime horror movie. That's what giallos are. And but just like there's a lot of twists and turns. The cops trying to figure out who done this. And it's usually somebody you don't expect. Like in this one, I was like, whoa. But it's a great one, gory movie. For the time. Great music, great scope of the cinema, like the way they shot it. Great cinematography in this thing. Fantastic film right here. Definitely love this movie, Don't Torture a Duckling, with a beautiful, shocking ending. Now, I thought that was a beautiful ending to this thing. I'm not gonna give it away, but the way they shot it with with these montage of shots was just, I thought, was beautifully done and also haunting too. Great Fulci classic over. Let me show you guys inside this content. Right, here we go. Check out the slipcase. Nice slipcase. That's kind of a neat, rough finish to it. I definitely like it. And you get this thing is loaded up with amazing, great extra features. Arrow Video always does. Get a great commentary tracks, a couple of them in this thing. An amazing interview, which is right here. I would listen to this thing. It was really cool. 1988 interview with the Lucio Fulci and things like that. It's a great, hard to find interview, audio interview of this thing. Really interesting stuff. It's a fantastic job of all that. Here's the inside of it over here. Nice little booklet right up of the movie. Some stills of the flick right over there. Great giallo, man. It's like I said, it's probably my second favorite Fulci flick is this one next to Zombie. This is the original cover art if you want to put that on there, which is I think it's a fantastic. I have to flip that over. It looks really, really cool. But it's a classic giallo movie. Like I said, I can't believe I've never seen the whole thing all the way through before, only bits and parts of it. I really enjoyed this movie. Great movie. It's one of my favorites. Definitely a classic giallo. One of the best I've ever seen. Just really good stuff, and said that any of this thing is just amazing. Definitely pick up Don't Torture a Duckling if you're a fan of Fulci flicks. Fantastic movie. Here's sort of like the same type of movie, like a giallo, but this one's sort of like a Polizia type Italian movie. This one, by Sergio Martino's The Suspicious Death of a Minor. Never seen this one before, never even heard of it. And Sergio Martino did Torso, fantastic horror flick. I've never seen that one, amazing. This one right here, pretty dang cool. I thought it was a great movie. I really liked the music to it. And pretty much the movie takes place as like a crime movie. These cops try to solve a case of a underage prostitute that gets killed. In the process of that, there's a hitman for hire that's knocking off people that know anything about the crime. So there's a couple crazy things going on. This whodunit, cat and mouse, kind of crime caper, giallo Polizia movie of this thing right here. And a really cool scene of the movie, which I like. They're like at this theme park, and there's a really cool shootout, like where these guys are like on a roller coaster, and they're kind of shooting at each other and things like that. That was a really cool scene, the way they shot it and stuff. Really like that. Great fun movie. I definitely like this one. Never seen before. It's a really fun Polizia / giallo movie. Is this flick right here, loaded up with extras in this thing. Look at this thing. Get loaded up with a couple commentary tracks of film historians of giallo movies, interviews, and things like that packed into this great set by Arrow Video. Great, like, to me it's like a hidden gem. I never heard of this one, like I said before, and it's a good one. I'm not sure if you guys heard of this one, but here's they got the alternate cover art, which is really rad. Good movie, great music, intense, cat and mouse, action, horror elements in this thing. Good one right here to check out, the Sergio Martino's Suspicious Death of a minor. Last but not least from Arrow Video is this one, an 80s, comedy, which you're thinking, what the heck? But it's a cool 80s comedy. This one, A Fish Called Wanda. Like, what? But yeah, it's a great 80s comedy. Starring John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, which won an Oscar for this thing, is playing the character of Otto, which this movie is about is like all these crime caper movie where they're all like Jamie Lee Curtis and her gang of Kevin Kline and all them. They all go around and have this caper where they have to rob a safe, and it's supposed to have like $13 million of jewels and money in there. And when they go to find it, it's not in there, and it's trying to find out where the hell is this money at. And then it's just them trying to figure out like who has the money, like who tipped them off of getting the money and things of that nature. It's a crazy like who's done it, cat and mouse, kind of a cheesy, no, not cheesy, but kind of fun English comedy is this one, written by John Cleese. He did like Monty Python. He's a great English comedic legendary actor. He's a fun guy. Great fun movie, this one. I haven't seen this. I only seen part of this thing. I remember this as a kid in the 80s, A Fish Called Wanda. Never really thought much of it. Then when I got this, I was like, oh, pop, it seems cool to pop on. It's just a fun movie. It's a good, fun English comedy, English humor. Here's a bag where you get this thing is loaded up with a ton of extras. You get commentaries. They have a cool 15th anniversary edition of them talking about the movie of Jamie Lee Curtis, about their experiences of the movie. You get like, John Cleese's farewell performance. You get all kinds of like, deleted scenes on location and all that kind of stuff in A Fish Called Wanda. And if you're interested in any of those Arrow Video titles, of course, the link will be down below. You can get those at and more. Good stuff. Let me check them out. Really great products they put out. Well, that's it for my movie reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got a lot of good stuff up here. Definitely pleased with all these ones I watched. Really good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, share this video around with anybody. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys are getting any of these titles or more coming out. Things like that. And I'll catch you guys later on the next video. I definitely will. I'll see ya. And keep on stocking and have happy hunts. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go now, have a beer or something. Yeah, read some old cereal maybe. Maybe some old Adam's Family cereal. We'll see. I'll catch you later.